And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here. It's time for the main event. And I am not Mark Henry. I'm not sexual chocolate. I am not the strongest man. I don't know. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Asked Joel Santana. Guys, it is me, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of Evil, the man of 7/8 teeth, Wes Leroy at your service. And this is Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. All the time. The most organically ridiculous, absurd show about wrestling that you'll ever hear. And I cannot do this alone. I keep the insanity, the absurdity, the ridiculousness flowing through my veins, intravenously delivered by who? The fellas, you know, the one guy who is made of gravel and sand and just ridiculously ridiculous because he used to live in aisle 9. There was a mix-up in CVS. They kind of marked the things. They put it in the wrong place. So he is now here with us anyway. That guy is,
It's the Dub Show, ladies and gentlemen. Since I'm not in aisle 9 anymore and I am in the streets, although I'm retiring from those two, it's your boy Dub Femi this pod, because I'm just feeling myself, walking to the ring, open challenges, smacking down anybody. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. What's up, fellas? What's going on to all our new listeners out there? Shout out to Guatemala on the check-in. Shout out to Denmark on the check-in. Shout out to Germany. I don't know any German words. Anybody got me? No.
Sprechen Sie Dick, dear.
There we go.
Blitz, I don't know.
Domo arigato to Japan. What up? We out here.
Kobe Bryant.
Beer.
Guys, you know, if it's not the Dub Show, then we gotta go to the father of us all. And I'm not talking about Priest Damien. I'm talking about B.A., the other father, the under father, B.A. Bigelow. Richest man on the pod. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas? It's IBADBIC, aka Black IRS, aka the B for the MFN East, BA Bigelow, the BA Patriarchy. My children are doing so well. I'm so proud of my son, Wes Lee. I can't wait to talk about it, fellas. Can't wait.
You wait to talk about it.
So proud of him.
Wait up 1 second. Get to the timeout.
Timeout. Speaking of timeout. Since last time I checked our stats, we have 7 listens in the Netherlands, guys.
Oh,
Where's
I
that?
mean, they listen to us, and that's
sorry.
where Amsterdam is at.
Oh.
BA wouldn't know that.
Red light
I've
district.
been there.
Some freaky
I've been
stuff
there.
going on. Freaky
Freaky
stuff
ass
and
nigga.
drugs. What's going on, Netherlands?
Shout out to the Netherlands.
Shout out to y'all again.
Listen to us in your coffee shops, I'm sure. Shout out to that.
Is that what movie is that? Euro Trip that I was
Yes.
thinking about. Oh, we got the space cakes. Oh, so
Yes.
Put your clothes back on, white boy.
There was no weed in those brownies.
These are not ash brownies. What?
Oh, man.
Anywho,
Classic.
speaking from one large announcement, thank you, Dub, to the next. I know it's a rarity here and we'll get better at it, maybe, depending, however we feel. AEW is looking just cock teasing some of the greatest, largest, like Trumpian type terms. It's gonna be huge, the biggest, the bestest type of announcement ever, says Tony Khan. And we're here to speculate what that possibly could be. So, gentlemen, I give you 1 minute each, and I'm gonna start with BA. I want you to speculate the most ridiculous announcement that Tony Khan could bring us. And go.
All right. There's a bunch of different things he could be doing. First thing I think that Tony Khan could be doing would be the Shane O'Mac buying AEW or merging or being some sort of big player in AEW. If it's not that, then we're going to have some announcement around the WB Max deal that they possibly could be signing. And then on the crazier note, Tony got a new plug, so he gonna announce him and shout him out and make sure that everybody knows he's doing the best cocaine in the Southern Hemisphere. So shout out to TK.
Did you just go through puberty?
Like my voice dropped the whole octave. I was talking entirely too much today.
Was that your cocaine dealer voice?
It was my. I'm in the back alley. 8 balls going for 75, brother.
Right. You want a speedball? Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah.
Make sure you got Griselda Blanco her money.
Cocaine is an expensive habit.
He went very practical. Dub, can you match that practical with pure absurdity? This is a battle here. I want to hear your most absurd TK take, and go.
So, on the announcement, here we go. TK does a super line of coke, looks up, and says,
Yeah.
Dynamite is coming to Access TV. I see what's happening in TA. I want parts of that shit. And then he says his name and he appears. And then Joe Hendry shows up as the new GM of Dynamite. And it's Joe Hendry's first act as GM of Dynamite. He brings in a new title. And Ricochet is in the #1 contender spot for that title.
Does he flip in or does he walk in?
Oh, he definitely flips. He flips into the ring.
There we go.
I don't know how. He doesn't use a trampoline like the Lucha
Sin
Dragons
Cara?
used to do. Nope. He just does it off vert. He does it off vert because Ricochet is that guy.
Like Reggie?
Exactly. And I'm glad you mentioned Reggie because that is his opponent for the new cocaine TV title.
Killing the indies.
Right there.
And time.
Good job, Dub.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
That's the type of energy I want to start with. Thank you. We'll be back next week for that. Yeah, I love it. Either way, let's take a second to digest that. Yeah, I'm good with that. If Shane McMahon is brought in as some type, let's kind of dissect these things. If Shane McMahon is brought in, do you think that helps or hurts the company for AEW?
Quick ratings boost.
Yeah, nothing but help, I feel.
I worry about his ideas. Sometimes I read about the stuff that he had planned for that Rumble they kicked him out of. When Vince said, yeah, that guy will never get a shot at the company ever again. Told that to everybody. And I was like, oh, these are Vince Russo.
Can you share one of those insane ideas? If you can recall.
I remember he wanted to eliminate like 5 people. And he wanted to damn near have like a full match with Riddle in the middle of the Rumble.
Himself.
Yes. Like he wanted to be him and Riddle standing alone for like 2 to 3 minutes, just going at it in full MMA.
And eliminating other people as they come in.
Weird.
Yes.
That is full on BA levels of putting yourself over. Insanity. just rip his shirt off like, money, 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 money. Damn right.
And actually, that's even
crazy.
more higher of a level than way BA puts himself over. Because Shane McMahon putting himself over means somebody has to sell those Shane McMahon punches.
Facts. That's hard. That's a big ask.
Tell you what, as someone who's plays pretend with my niece a lot, there's levels. I couldn't even do that.
His punches are like Jim Carrey's character's punches in Me, Myself, and Irene. That's just crap. Okay, love that. How about the deal with WB / HBO Max, whatever you want to call it? They technically maybe have lost the NBA. I don't know. So can we fill that void with some Dynamite / Collision Course Dark sandwiches? I don't know. Yes, no, maybe so. And does that get you to watch more regularly?
I think it has a place on Max. I feel like I would appreciate it because I mean, me selfishly being a Max subscriber,
Same.
would love to just have AEW if I wanted to have a place to watch it instead of having to keep some sort of cable connection, quote, to watch it on TNT and all that type of shit. So but at the same token though, what are they? Dub would know this. My sports business brother over here. What are they, like -9 billion in the hole or something like that? Warner Brothers.
Yeah. So let me get into that and try to break it down without sounding too nerdy. So Turner WB Discovery lost the NBA rights, and they're reporting a $9 billion loss in their books because of it. They're also suing the NBA because they tried to match the Amazon rights, but the NBA is like, you can't match how many TVs and devices Amazon has. So they're going to lose that lawsuit. But that is why they have not done this AEW deal yet, because they have to figure out if they're going to win or lose this lawsuit. Probably going to lose. They'd have to put a $9 billion loss in their books. Do they have the couple billion to spend on AEW? Yeah, they do. But they also have to figure out
what billion?
Yeah.
You think AEW? Huh.
Well, yeah, because they match Amazon's offer dollar for dollar. The NBA rejected it because they said
no for AEW.
No, I'm saying they have a couple billion to spend. I'm not saying they would give it all to Tony.
I was about to say what?
That's just the budget side.
No, I mean David Zaslav has done dumber things in the past 3 years he's been running this company, but so that encompasses that whole issue of that is why like their exclusive negotiating rights with AEW are done, and AEW is allowed to go shop around. Thus why I randomly throw out Access TV.
You better shop around.
So like, and that's kind of where that whole thing comes in. So that makes me wonder, like, is Tony going to announce that this deal is done? Because if I was WB Discovery, I wouldn't do anything with AEW until I see what this lawsuit's going to uphold, because they could agree to settle and give, WB Discovery a small package of games taken from all three of their other partners. But we don't know. And until they know that, they can't do this AEW deal. And AEW would be insane to go look at other cable partners as that industry is dying at the same time. So that's kind of where we're at with that. I would be, honestly, they'd be better off just announcing that AEW stuff can be now watched on Honor Club versus like announcing a new TV deal.
Honor Club?
Literally, me like, is that a channel dedicated to just like the best of the best series?
Honor Club is where you can watch Ring of Honor. That's the only place you can watch Ring of Honor. It's $10 a month. Like the WWE Network, just without the value. But again, if you decide that the Max deal isn't coming anytime soon, and you take all of your AEW back catalog and put it on Honor Club, that honestly makes it worth $5 a month, not $10.
That's logical. That makes sense. Because for me, I'm just thinking like, wait a second. I've seen Eric Roberts. I don't need to see all of Eric Roberts' catalog. Best of the best 1, best of the best 2. Fire. Best of the best 3, the best of the best.
But
like, I don't need.
If I told you no longer had to fully miss Dynamite as we record on Wednesday nights, and you could watch all the AEW programming whenever you wanted to, And if you were really high on cocaine, decide to watch some Ring of Honor 2 for $10 a month, would you do it?
Probably not.
Do I get old Ring of Honor? Like, do I?
Yeah,
get
you get their entire catalog.
Library?
You get their entire
I
catalog.
might consider it because there's some stuff I wouldn't mind going back and watching from the catalog. But
all right,
I
again,
that
makes
stuff
one
on
of
YouTube.
us.
Again, so all right, BA. So, would you consider
No,
getting Ring of
I'll pay for it.
Honor Club right now?
No.
All right, so
absolutely not.
I'm telling you, if he can move
it's
BA
getting
to a maybe,
tension.
there's a bunch of people out there they can get to yes. So that's what I would do if I was Tony and I had all that cocaine.
That's
Fire.
fair. I wouldn't do that. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. I was thinking
Thanks,
particularly HBO Max. Max, if it's on Max, like BA said, I can see myself putting that on at night or putting it on in a Saturday morning or something when I'm just bored and catching up. I do that from time to time. I have it on YouTube TV while I still have YouTube TV, which is also about to get the shop. But
I'm telling you that the Max deal is going to be part of the next WB Discovery deal. And if Tony's smart, he's like, we're not even going to talk about my streaming rights until we talk about what we're doing going forward with the rest of Dynamite and Collision. Because, hey, newsflash, y'all niggas ain't got no sports no more. So,
Right.
I got the best work on the block right now, my guy. And newsflash,
even
price
if
of the
it
brick
is
going up.
Even if it is cut to hell.
Don't matter.
That shit is,
But what about
even the
AEW with more
fiends ain't
money?
buying it.
What about, does more money even matter at this point? Like, let's say they get like some sort of crazy deal from Warner Brothers. To your point, Doug, they the only sports on the block now that they got ownership of still, or a right to try to negotiate with. So what does more money in a bigger deal, TV deal, do for TK? Like, can they like up the value of the product somehow?
I got an idea.
He could use that money to hire some fucking writers.
That's not happening. I think he likes having that amount of control, him and the EVPs.
My resume is still on his desk.
Yeah. I would say, I think
Puts his coat on.
that just gives him the ability to buy more wrestlers and pay the wrestlers he have more. And I feel like that's just what he'd do. And it's like, oh, look at us. We're making a lot more money here, and just kind of continue to bleed out instead of putting it back into your product as you should to make the product better, i.e., as Dub said, better producers, better writers, like changing Collision or what's the other one?
Rampage.
Impact, Dynamite.
Rampage.
What's it called? Rampage. This is Rampage, baby. Yeah, Rampage is probably the one that needs far more work than anything else. Collision, I think people watch Collision every once in a while, like, okay, that's fine.
It's got its own feel.
I think Rampage, no one watches that. So
no,
giving that a better shot, and again, making the product feel like something all around, because we can get into it really quickly before we move on. But as we talked about, AEW isn't just a ball of shit. They have some decent to good things going, but it's the problem is it's not cohesive or down the card, or not enough where you want to continue to watch consistently. Like I love Swerve. I love what they're doing with Swerve and Bryan Danielson. It's now title versus career. If Bryan Danielson loses, he never wrestles again. His contract is up as of today or last week. I don't know. Something like that, he said. So now he's just wrestling off the strength or something. I don't know. That's kind of cool to me. I'm excited about that. I'm curious about that. And he wants to wrestle Jeff Jarrett. So I think they're going to build him up. So I see this going one or two ways. Either build him up to then lose and really put over Swerve, or they finally give him that grand coronation on his way out the door. Either way, that's interesting. Then you got international bruv versus I don't know, MJ Trump. Like
Better
either
than
way,
you, and you know it.
and you know it. I've always been better than you.
Look at the
I've
diamond
never
ring.
been
It's
worse.
huge. These
You can
are
ask
conflict
anybody.
diamonds.
Everyone
Look at
says
this
it.
belt.
African
Everyone
children
says
killed
it.
each other to give me these diamonds.
It says my country's better than yours.
And you know
Beautiful.
it. Yeah, they got something interesting going there. It's a little convoluted, but still very highly entertaining. After that, it starts to like strictly and swiftly fall off a cliff of like.
After that, the most
how much
interesting
you
things about AEW are the motherfuckers that are about to leave. To your point, E-Ray,
Damn.
getting to your point, E-Ray, and to answer BA's question, getting more money from a Turner / Warner, whatever the fuck we're calling them at this segment.
WWW.
Exactly. Getting more money from Michigan J Frog helps them hoard talent. As much as everybody shit on it for like when Vince did it and he like bled the indies dry, hoarding talent is good for your business. If it's not good for anybody else. I mean, but the point of your business is to, fuck over everybody else. So it would make sense if he could just find a way outside of having Pops sign a new check for Luchasaurus 7 to have more money coming in from WB Discovery to keep guys like Starks in. I mean, he probably can't keep the Lucha Bros. They're on the way to Orlando right now.
Right. Still tweeting with the Wi-Fi on the airplane.
Right.
My current is AEW as he pulled up to NXT.
It just got
You
done.
saw, you saw Sean on the jet last night at NXT. He was literally going to pick up the Lucha Brothers, and they sitting here like, can't wait for Rampage on Friday.
Right.
He's doing a fucking cameo. Like, hey guys, I am so all the Leo. Hey Sean, what's going on? Said oh man, back up. Talk to you in a second. Damn. Shh. AEW. Like you're gone, bro. We understand. When you tell
Elite,
you my
break
current,
it down,
right?
Like,
I think everybody has been in a relationship where you're just like, where you get asked the question, what are we? We take it day by day. Like that means currently
we us.
But literally in the near future, we ain't. I can't call it. I can't call it.
Baby, I can't predict the future. Let's live in the moment.
Sometimes we grow apart.
Carpe diem. Seize the day, baby.
Carpe these nuts. I'm out of here.
You didn't carpe these nuts enough. You know who did though? Your friend.
NXT. Yeah, he's out of here. And there's gonna be some others that take off as well because business is booming over there on the other side of town.
Print.
So speaking of which, let's get to it. Where
business
do we
is
start?
booming. Profits are up.
And we want the smoke. I think we called this
yes.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're like, they gotta heat the profits back up.
Match. Yeah.
And thoughts. I want to know where do we think about the gear is back. The swag feels back.
Well, no, they're still wearing the Pride gear. They still wearing the gear with the line on it and the Pride and stuff.
No, but just like kind of like matching a little bit. It just feels more cohesive than it did before. It was like, are y'all like fake March Man? I think it was just like the blue. I didn't really like the blue, the thing. But them and BFAB have like really started to kind of gel now. They got Bobby Lashley out of here. Sorry that it cost him a check. I never want to be that guy because he might be one of the ones. That might be the announcement. Didn't even think about that.
Almighty.
We just signed a future Hall of Famer, Bobby Lashley.
Tony would definitely call him Robert.
Robert Lashington.
Washington.
And Montarius Porter.
The ouch industry.
The ouch industry. That's good.
I love it.
But
the ouch industry.
given with that said, Profits feel like they are finding their rhythm. And again, I'm not the highest on BFAB being there, but hey,
I was gonna ask that question. Does she need to be there?
She don't, but I don't think she hurts them. I think it actually helps her to kind of find her rhythm, because I don't think she's a wrestler, but I think she can be a good personality and add something to their character, and it'll give her some credit, kind of like Maxine. Like, she's not a wrestler, but she can be a good valet, and that's okay.
So here's the problem with her being there, just from an optics standpoint. No other tag teams have women that get involved in the matches, so she has no like real purpose outside of filling in the blanks, like in their promos. Because like, Docs isn't the greatest promo outside of like just throwing in a couple of bars to compliment Montez.
Yeah.
Docs is a guy. And like BFAB is there just to throw some words out there, but it's like, if she helps, then they should be heel. But if she doesn't, why the fuck is she here? They don't need
the energy.
Her.
She bringing the vibes.
Okay,
bro.
Okay,
like,
all right.
Max Aura, 1,700 points,
brother. He's speaking Gen Z right now. I don't know what's happening.
Dub is like, the wheels are turning.
I deal with enough of this at work. I can't. I hate these fucking kids.
I can only imagine.
Just saying. Good point, but I don't know. Regardless, Profits are doing things. We will keep an eye out on it, because the new champions are the
Gorillas of
OTC.
Destiny.
Wait, yeah. And that's interesting, but for how long? And I think they're priming the Profits to do their thing, and I love that. I'm excited about that. Unfortunately, at the expense of my guys Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, but neither here nor there. Something else to be discussed. Speaking of kind of sad point, KO has no faith in himself. He just like,
he had the politics.
Sad KO. Hey man. I don't know.
You see my win-loss record?
Deserve it.
I don't deserve this.
I don't deserve it.
What is this? AEW? Who cares about your win-loss record?
Tony Khan would look at me and say, "You haven't won enough matches, so I can't challenge for the title." And basically, Cody Rhodes just putting on all his friends. Hey guys, you want to wrestle me for a championship? You want to main event something? Come on down. If that ain't a nigga, I don't know what it is.
Let's get these Germans a show.
You want a free trip to Germany, my nigga? Come on. I mean, he's not wrong. Cody Luther the King. But I will say this.
KO standing next to Cody in the Million Man March. He's still in his wrestling gear because that's all he wears.
Yeah. Fight Owens fight.
For civil rights.
Wearing jeans and them bloodline shoes. Power bombing people. Pop up power bombing people and shit. Cops and dogs and
Why
shit.
is that his merch? Marching across Salem Bridge. Fight for civil rights.
I need a KO shirt with the black, green, and red flag.
And it say for civil rights on the back. Oh shit. Civil rights prize fighter is great. He's so in black and white. He's in the back with his fist and wrist tape. You don't even see it.
He's just sitting on a turnbuckle. Like, there's no ring there. He's just on a turnbuckle.
Why is there a
KO Mania
turnbuckle in Salem?
His next KO Mania shirt will have like the Nation of Domination worked into it somehow.
I was going to say the Nation of Islam.
That's that.
Him and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
If you zoom out of the I Have a Dream speech, KO's just sitting on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, just looking angry.
Start wearing a bow tie.
Yes.
He did that. It didn't go over well.
See?
That's crazy.
He tried it out already. Oh, man.
Anywho.
KOX.
Wow.
Nope. I'm gonna ask y'all really quick. Nope, I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. I guess I have to ask. What do we think about Cody versus KO as the main event of Bash of Berlin?
I don't know. How many weeks are we away from it? 2 weeks? A week?
2.
I don't live it.
How much can we? I mean, how much? I don't know. I'm not. Can it be like how AJ Styles and Cody put a show on? I don't know because there was heat.
It can be,
but there was heat there. There's no heat here. Like to your point, Cody's like putting him on like a friend who he feels bad for. Like,
suggestion. Well, not suggestion, but thought. What if that leads to a KO turn?
I'm not mad at it. We need heel KO.
Time.
KO hates his friends. You know that. He's the worst to his friends.
He is the worst.
I'm sure he's the worst. He probably gave a stunner to Martin Luther King.
Probably did.
Like, soon as they finished.
Right before they walked out on that balcony.
He put his arm around MLK and said it was a great speech and then slammed him onto the stairs.
The hardest part of the sanctuary.
That was his hip, damn it. That was his hip.
Oh shit.
I had a dream that one day I'd be able to walk to see my family. But that damn Kevin Owens turned his back on me.
That damn Canadian Kevin Owens.
What would Martin Luther King's finisher be?
The
Peacemaker.
Sweet chin music.
It's an even flow DDT called the Peacemaker.
Ooh.
That's too good. Yeah.
So sweet.
How about a jumping flatliner he calls the Dream Maker?
I mean, I'm not mad at that either. Let's see what else we got. Come on, BA, you gotta give us one.
I know y'all have such good ones. I would have to say maybe.
Oh shit!
The assassination.
Not the clam slam.
All right, BA
the segregation.
Where he snuffs somebody out from the back.
What? The hidden blade? Call it the assassin. Oh my god, he's sick. What is wrong with this guy? Lock him up.
Put somebody in a sleeper, call it the peaceful protest.
There you go. The sleeper should be called the peaceful protest.
Ain't gonna worry about it. You ain't protesting.
All sorts of variations. $1 Million Dream. Shout out to Uncle Ted.
Oh man. Did Martin Luther King have a price?
Yeah,
everyone's
freedom.
got a pricey, right?
Freedom.
Who's freedom?
Everybody. An injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Power to the people.
I'm not saying anything that popped in my mind, but that's okay.
Hey, Uncle Ted did some racist shit back in the day, so I'm gonna just be quiet.
They all did.
They all did. Wait, can we elaborate on that? What did they do?
Oh, I got one. When he took that poor black kid, and I mean poor in the sense
you said
of
Uncle Ted. I was thinking about
fun of
Ted Turner. I was like, what did he do? I'm sure he did something.
Oh, I'm sure he did something.
Facts.
Even though he put on for the graphs, I'm sure he probably did something.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't putting on for Too Cold Scorpio.
No, he wasn't. Too Cold Scorpio.
Isn't he still wrestling?
I think he just got arrested for killing somebody. I'm not even laughing.
What?
Like, yeah, he really got arrested recently, like in the last month or two.
That might be true.
That happened.
Did they find out how he murdered him? Was it with a front flip leg drop?
I knew that was coming. I think it was a moonsault.
I'm sorry. God damn.
Dude,
No, you leave all that out, Wise. No,
You were right, BA.
Leave it.
I know my 2 Cold Scorpio trivia.
I mean, I am a
Well,
Scorpio,
it
so I
was
know
for assault
Right.
in a gas station fight, not for murder. God, why are you always killing people, BA? Can we talk about that?
I didn't kill anybody. That was 2 Cold
0
Scorpio
to murder
trying to
in
assault somebody.
4.2
I
seconds.
didn't
This
do
nigga
it.
got into a fight and BA's like, yeah, he killed a nigga. I see how rumors
he
get
killed a
started
guy.
now.
He should probably lay low for a while.
You
He's
should.
probably wanted for murder.
But hey, maybe I was thinking about when 2 Cold Scorpio told somebody he was gonna kill. I think he said he's gonna kill.
Maybe
Road
you're
Warrior.
thinking
Maybe
about
think about Marty
Jimmy
Jannetty.
Superfly Snuka.
Or that. Marty Jannetty really killed somebody though. He admitted to that.
So did Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Oh yeah, he did. That lady.
And we just... Where's
Allegedly.
Tamina? Nobody Mina.
She got released.
Yeah, I think they let her contract expire. He's at home being
So they
a single mom.
sacrificed Tamina so Nia Jax could thrive. That's
You
crazy.
see it. Now they're about to sign the Tonga twins.
Soul for a soul. I see what's happening here. Speaking of
Soul
Tongan,
for a solo.
speaking of Tongans,
Title of this
because
episode.
Dub just found out where Tonga was and that it was a whole island, and those weren't just additional Samoans.
I thought it was a last name for the longest time. I didn't know the Tongan kid was from a whole different fucking place than the Fatu and the Nai family.
Yeah, man. Islands.
Yeah, I was like, that's how they work.
So many of
Islands.
those fucking islands. Crazy.
It'll probably blow your mind to find out like Jamaica and Cuba are like they're like cousins. They're like right there.
Right.
But one of
Who would've
those
known?
places is full of black people, and the other ones is full of Latinos. Exactly.
Or they're both full of black people.
Exactly.
And Dominican Republic, all that.
They're like
Anyway,
the distance
we're not
between
going there
Cleveland
anymore.
and Detroit are just away from each other,
Legit.
and legit parts of the slave trade, but nobody in
Like,
Cuba's black. Oh my god,
We're
so
not black.
crazy.
We speak Spanish. So you're. Never mind.
So a bunch of niggas in LA. So what?
There you have it, folks.
We had the pleasure at SummerSlam of seeing the OTC, the original tribal chief,
The one.
Roman Reigns
That music is so
returned
crazy.
and
Yes.
beat Solo's face in. Then we waited for Friday. And he said, you know what?
Run it back.
I want more. And he said, hey, Tongalo. Hey, the other one.
Tama Tonga.
The other Tonga. I knew it was some Tongan shit.
Heard that
I
shit
don't
you
even
said
know
about
your
me
name.
on Twitter 5 years ago.
Right? I don't even know your name. I just punch you in the face. Yeah. Take that. Fist. And I was like, wow. He just wrecked them. And then Solo got out of there with the, what do you call that shit? The alafalulu?
Yeah.
The tribal
Yes, that
thing.
That
the
thing.
jigs.
The
Tribal seedling bead necklace.
Seedlings is crazy.
Well, they're not
the
beads.
Samoan chain.
Samoan chain. There you go.
That's what I'm calling
Yeah.
it. That's like getting your chain snatched. It's like, are the Samoans just living like black culture from like early 2000s?
Yeah, it's like blood
Oh
in,
shit,
blood
you
out.
got your chain snatched, fool.
Pretty much. I mean, have you heard the beats that Rikishi's rapping over? They're all from the late 90s, early 2000s.
And have you heard how Rikishi's rapping? It's very much like the early 2000s, and I like it. I was like, oh, that's.
Have you heard
pretty
who
good, actually.
he's dissing? It's niggas from the late 90s and 2000s.
That's crazy.
All points, very great.
He
And
dissed
I'm
Hulk
mad at
Hogan after Iron Sheik died just to shout out the Iron Sheik. Crazy.
awesome.
Hey, as Shiki Baby said, fuck Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just happy with this. I don't have anything to input Roman Reigns, sort of baby face-ish run. Any thoughts about where this should go next? I mean, they're clearly keeping him and Jacob Fatu away from each other because that feels bigger than him and Solo, which is crazy. And
I mean, one day Jacob Fatu is just going to pop up.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, so here's where I think they're going with it. Whether they end up doing the match at Bash of Berlin or they hold it off until what's after that? Anybody know?
Was it Bad Blood?
October 5th.
I would hold it for Bad Blood just because of the name.
Yeah, obviously, for the namesake.
Yeah. That's when Jacob Fatu comes back. And they
Do you think they get Taylor Swift?
Shit out of Roman. Oh, absolutely. And
They might
Kendrick.
as well. They got Metro. They definitely can.
Taylor
I
Swift
just
is
want her to
performing.
be If Metro is staking out with Cody, I need Taylor Swift to be just hanging out with R-Truth. Be like,
Yeah. That sounds
Carmella,
right.
where you been so long? National treasure, man. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Damn it, Dale.
If Taylor Swift is hanging out with R-Truth on a pay-per-view that had Metro Boomin sitting in the car with Cody with the theme song being a Future song, they jumped the shark
They
so
did it.
much that
And you love it.
yeah,
you love it.
I might cry.
You
I might
love
cry. Like, we're so back. We're so fucking back. Oh my god.
It's so good.
We're so back.
so good.
But no, yeah. Solo Roman at Bad Blood. And I think that's when Jacob Fatu comes back from this.
And
Injury.
he chews up. And he got to choose up. And you think he might go with Solo, but then he goes with Roman.
Nah.
Or you think he goes full Simone Werewolf on
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think you-
Enforcer versus the OTC.
I think you close out Bad Blood and you like, oh my God, Jacob Fatu might be
in a
one of them
rival
ones. And then that's how you start your build towards Survivor Series Bloodline Civil War Part 2. Because, I mean,
That's not bad.
this is why they took that title off of Sammy and why Jay and Sammy are going to lose to the Judgment Day in a week or two. Because it's time for them to go back home.
Okay.
And then
speaking of going
let's be
back
real.
home,
Sammy and Jay for Randy Orton. That's a good trade, right?
I guess.
I'm gonna sprinkle some silence in there and let you think about
I was
that.
about to
But
say, I guess.
I mean, if you're Nick Aldis and you want to protect one of your high horses that is Roman Reigns, you go get his cousin and the honorary Uso, and then you let those guys have Randy Orton.
I mean, soul for soul seems like the theme of the evening.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned prior, bringing them back home, the overarching thing here, or I'll say the umbrella of this, the Umbrella Academy, if you will, SmackDown coming back home to USA after a long bunch of side quests. They were just grinding for gear out in sci-fi land and Fox territory, some dancing with the robot. All that bullshit.
And when they come back to USA, they're bringing one Michael Cole with them.
Ooh.
Yes, Michael Cole coming to SmackDown when they turn to USA. And Joe Tessitore going to Monday Night Raw. But wait, there's more.
Interesting.
Another swap will happen. The second Raw goes to Netflix on January 1st.
Whoa.
Michael Cole's going back to Raw, and Joe Tessitore is going to SmackDown. Because they want Michael Cole to be where they're trying to pump a rating. Because he is the voice of WWE.
These are facts.
Makes
What
sense.
do we think? I'm gonna start with BA because I need you to bring the heat here. SmackDown coming back to USA. And of course they gotta pop rating. This is less, and I'll softball this one because this is less of like, what are they gonna do? Because this is almost proven territory. It's the musical chairs game, if you will. This is the studio heads of the music industry, like moving around because we're losing Raw, but SmackDown just filling Raw's spot essentially.
Right.
So you still gonna have wrestling is a staple of USA, so they don't have to do crazy things because this is proven territory. But with that said, what do you see for SmackDown? Like any particular change or anything that you think they'll maybe focus on more, or you think just stay the course of what they're doing?
I honestly believe they'll stay the course because of the way that they're aligning the storytelling to kind of have things happen when they officially move over to USA. If the whole way this whole Bloodline versus New Bloodline City thing is working out, goes down, you'll probably be getting like the reunion when that premieres on USA. In all honesty, the way it's kind of all playing out.
Too soon.
Too soon? I'm talking about the reunion of Jay and Sammy and Roman. That has to happen.
It might be
at
too
some
soon. So the official date is when, Dub? I think it was September.
Comes back to USA the 21st of September.
21st of September. That is exactly what? 4 weeks? 5 weeks?
5 weeks away, but that's also 8 weeks before Survivor Series.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or
Yeah,
you get the
5
return of Jimmy.
That makes more sense.
That's like you have to start to progress it to some degree. So that
so maybe not too.
Sense.
I mean, that would be you ain't
like
gotta
maybe
pop it that hard.
Roman's getting his ass whooped or something.
But you can.
Yeah, and he needs it, and they need the reinforcements.
They need some.
Yeah, they need some of those.
Yeah, all
all that stuff.
Looks like you guys are gonna have fun later.
Hey, pause.
Oh, pause it.
Relax.
He's so sorry.
But all right,
go
so you're saying the return of Jimmy for the September 21st.
Yeah.
If I'm the USA Network, I'm saying you better get the fuck out of here and give me some shit.
Damn.
Big
Really?
Match John. Big Match John.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's too early. He said I got 36 dates
In
coming
2025.
Yeah. I'm not coming back to this.
Just
I'm getting in my good shape
for the pop.
I'm getting
Yeah.
Rogaine.
Oh yeah. Just
I'm
for
getting,
a pop.
I'm about to get that Hungarian surgery where they like take some hairs off his ass and like plant it in his head so he can grow a whole new patch.
Greatest
Like, he about to
comeback
get
of
big
all
shape
time of
again.
LeBron's whole career.
That's what they did. That's crazy.
Yes, yeah. No, Big Match
Didn't work for
John,
Tory
or
Lanez.
give me the final boss.
Just give it up.
Final boss I think is too early because they haven't even I don't know. It's such a weird time. I don't know what we get. And I feel like
It's his show.
but this is the thing. Where does he fit? Like, it would be great, but this new evil character has to fit somewhere. And it's too early for him to be like, I'm the orchestrator of all this shit.
Yeah, because you know
So,
that he's.
If it's too early to bring back, I mean, technically they could, because then it's like, oh shit, I really now need the reinforcements. But I think they're still working with Solo and all this shit. So who knows? I think it's too early, but
Rock has a story with Cody. Remember the awkward holding each other's belts?
Mm-hmm.
Rock wants his title shot.
Hey Cody, can I hold it? So gross.
Only if I can hold yours.
I hated that promo. It's the grossest.
I think
They
I
just sit there
loved it
holding
because
each
it
other.
was so awkward.
Oh, the People's Championship.
This feels good. Yeah, don't move.
Heavier
Stay
than
still. Just stay still.
Just heavier than mine.
It's heavier than it looks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange, right?
Rock's like, this feels right. Yeah.
Muhammad
Right.
Ali's wife made it.
Kudos to her. Yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting. But
So I would say give me Big Match John because like I think the Rock stuff is going to be closer to the end of the year and going into
Okay.
next year.
okay.
And again, you grab John, pop a rating. You pop a rating and then he's gone until whenever they start
You're right.
actual plans for him.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's easy. That or Brock Lesnar. They love using Brock Lesnar on SmackDown.
They do. I mean, but is he out of horny jail yet?
I think he out whenever he want to be out now. Like they took the key off, but he just sitting in there.
That's why he's in horny jail, BA, because he was out whenever he wanted to be.
Facts, but you know.
No, I don't.
Only
know.
Brock Lesnar can cage Brock Lesnar.
That part.
Only Brock. Actually, I should say only Brock Lesnar can change Brock Lesnar.
Wait, where's
That's what
our
Brock
guy?
says.
Where's our guy?
Which
he knows
guy?
he knows all about Brock Lesnar and graps and grips.
Guys, did you miss me?
No.
This guy knows. This guy knows. So how would you
Say
book?
his name and he'll appear. I believe in Mark Hutchison's.
So Marky Mark of the Hutchisons,
Mark.
how would you book the SmackDown return to USA? We got to know for all the marks, the smart marks, the dumb marks, us AEW haters. Tell us.
You know what?
Would you book Ricky Starks?
Ooh.
Dub, don't you make my nipples hard. I would put Ricky Starks against the final boss. So much vein slapping, I'd be jabbing. It'd be crazy.
97
So
Rock
crazy.
versus 2024 Rock? That's a lot of rock.
It's a lot of rock.
Rock hard. Yeah.
You're booking Juice Robinson too? Ooh.
Don't get me started. Scissor me timbers. Oh, it'd be so
Does he throw up the too sweet to Cody, then Cody hit him with 95
Bang,
crossroads?
bang, shoot 'em up, gang.
The Bang Bang Gang invades SmackDown. And then Roderick Strong just appears and says, I wanna leave, baby!
And then Roderick Strong says, I'm not going back.
It seems real to me. I don't know. What? Huh?
Uh-huh. Then Roderick Strong says, I'm not going back. I'm never going back.
He is a legend. And then I would immediately book Roderick Strong versus Chad Gable.
Just graps everywhere.
It's a lot of
huh?
grabs.
Such strong grippy grabs.
Whoa.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Did we ever get an Undisputed
Hey,
Era
get that
versus
guy out of
American
here.
Alpha
Yeah,
in
yeah.
NXT? Or-
American made. Damn it.
I'm talking about the original recipe.
What?
Did we ever get
Kentucky
American
Fried?
Alpha versus what you call it? Undisputed Era?
No,
No? Damn.
no, never happened.
Damn.
Again, would have been great.
Shit's passing in the night.
So now that we had that insane booking of SmackDown, that I never think is gonna happen.
Top to Mark.
Marky Mark, that guy's insane.
Legend.
Good to see him though. Happy that he's alive, doing well in his mom's basement somewhere. But
Heard he got tickets to
Monday.
All In.
oh wow, yeah. I don't even want to know where that guy lives. Like he just scares me. Monday night. Speaking of, we're just playing musical chairs here. Monday night had such interesting things happen. But to me, it felt kind of like blah, almost. Very weird. Like, I don't know how I felt about
It
it.
didn't
was
feel can't miss.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
'cause
Like
you
for
already
a
kinda
few
knew
weeks,
the
it felt
hits.
really like can't miss. With
yeah, but
the
this felt
live
like
stuff, with the heat up, with the Punk and Drew stuff. This felt like they're continuing those stories and they're not doing a bad job of it. But this felt like a Raw I could have watched on Tuesday on Hulu.
So I'll
90
say,
minutes.
and they're priming
version.
themselves as well. So as SmackDown gets ready to move to USA, Raw is getting its way and is packing its bags and getting ready to move off to college. And by college, I mean just pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, unsupervised ridiculousness on Netflix. At least that's what I'm hoping. Those are my guesses for 2025.
Who's the first one to drop an F-bomb on Monday Night Raw when it comes to Netflix? And why is it Pat McAfee?
Pat McAfee, yes. I'm about to say, no doubt in my mind it's Pat McAfee.
You gotta be kidding me! All these white bitches in my fucking
Get out of my
Relax.
DMs, hoes. What?
just yeeting all over their faces. Pat.
I'm just saying, Cole. Sometimes you gotta let a nigga know. You know what I'm saying, Cole? We getting lanky out here, Cole. You gotta let a nigga know.
Not let.
Pat says nigga like 45 times in the
Let a
first
neighbor
hour.
know.
I can
Damn
see
it, Pat. You're fired.
Yeah.
Monday night, as they get ready to move, they're following some things.
Bronson killed the guy.
Again.
Yeah. Not just any guy.
National treasure.
One of the most beloved guys on the roster, except for if you ask the person who I actually think put him up to this, one Cody Rhodes. Black on black crime. Cody Rhodes hired Bronson Reed, that is, to murder good friend R-Truth.
Because he got sick of R-Truth, like outsmarting him.
He's still holding a grudge from like 10 years ago when he was Stardust, and R-Truth just kept beating him on tour, and he had to look up at the lights. He was like, "You'll be the one looking at the lights, buddy." And he just kept saying that. Even he did an interview of him in the Wheatley vodka machine, and he was just like, "Yeah,
so
you see that?
I drink it neatly."
Except for when I'm with R-Truth, then he'll drink it through a straw because his bones are crushed. What? Cody? What was
He's
that?
gonna have a bone marrow meal.
So I didn't even see his match with Miz. Like, I don't know what I was doing in the background, but I was like, "Oh shit, this match is over. Oh shit, R-Truth. Oh shit. Oh, R-Truth is dead."
What's in your mule, R-Truth? Well,
marrow.
It's a splash of Wheatley vodka and some of my own DNA harvested from Bronson Reed.
Right. Like a fucking jigsaw trap. Let's play a
Oh
game.
no, Cody, this ain't even a mule. This human growth hormone. I'm trying to grow back my lungs.
To play this game, you must make your own drink, but your marrow must account for 2 ounces of said drink. Live or die, R-Truth. Live or die.
What'd you say, Michael Myers?
Live or die. Would definitely call Jigsaw Michael Myers.
Oh my God.
And then as Miz is over there trying to cut off his own hand, he's like, "Truth, you gotta figure it out." Hey, Miz, why is Jason Voorhees so angry at you? Truth, that's Jigsaw. Oh, Miz, we ain't got time for puzzles today.
Right. I was just hanging out with Carmella, and she told me that you got some bad blood. So I figured I'd give you some of my bone marrow.
Taylor Swift being Jigsaw's assistant, killing Truth and Miz.
Oh my God.
Book it. Book it.
Yep. That's the skit before Bad Blood
Can we bring back
starts.
the network and bring back like a WWE sketch comedy show and let us write it, please? It would be the greatest thing in the world.
Fun. Last time they
for
did
WWE,
that.
please.
Last time they did that either that or an animation, because I think all these would fit like animated our thoughts and us just talking over it would be great.
Absolutely.
It would be like the Lonely Island of WWE content.
I think they would. I think the wrestlers would appreciate it. The talent would appreciate it.
I do too, except for the people who catch some of the worst heat every week. And I don't know who those people are anymore, because I think we kind of give love to most people. Ricochet's gone.
Yeah, got most
so-
of them fired.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Now getting people fired.
Yeah, they quit.
Yeah,
Like,
you
look,
wish
I
them
can't
well in
keep
their
getting
future endeavors, like your son Wes Lee.
Damn,
We'll get to that later.
my man.
Facts. Anywho, Monday night, Bronson Reed killed a guy. Braun Breaker killed a guy's dreams. And then
Sorry,
we
Khadijah.
had the new look Judgment Day, and I like it. Love it, want some more of it. That shit felt great.
Finn Balor joined that group and kicked out every single original member.
Make it
Real
his.
nigga action.
Finn's gang.
He said, you know what? And I watched this back. Anybody who gets a chance, WWE still does really great content. Damian Priest 24/7, must watch. You will, if everybody but the wise man, our producer Sean, will love this piece. I think he's still gonna hate, like, you should have gotten in shape sooner. Like, other than that, other people be like, damn, that's a great story. That's really inspiring. It's dope. You see his family, all the things he went through, and the honesty that they showed there when he was trying to figure it out. And he was like acting pretty much, honestly, we really want to keep it real. Everything we said on this show. I was like, I don't like the colored hair and this and that. And he's too happy. What are they doing with Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy?
Brutal.
Why is this?
And that entire
tell me about that. Tell me about it, because I didn't. That didn't come off to me. That to me it felt, and maybe because it's one after my own love language, I'm very brutally honest about things.
Well, yeah, like it wasn't like it wasn't bad, but it was just that. It was brutally honest. He said, damn near verbatim, he said Damian Priest's idea of what works is him doing a character, him acting, and it doesn't work. And I was like, damn.
I don't even remember that part.
Oh, it's like, it's right in the middle, because that's where I stopped. I haven't finished it yet. And he was like, everything Damian Priest thinks is working doesn't work. I was like, shit.
Damn.
I do remember him, like, they were showing before he joined the Judgment Day. It was like, okay, he was doing the smiling.
Yeah, that's right around Triple H said it.
Okay.
Yeah, with the purple braid.
And I think he was speaking directly for that time. What I did learn about specifically, not only Damian Priest, like the trials and tribulations he had trying to get to NXT, but how he showed out in NXT, how he developed a relationship with Taker. So Taker and the Down Undertaker, love it. And then, like, honestly, since he got on to the main roster, how beloved he is. Like, everybody fucks with Damian Priest, for real. And it's like, wow, that's really dope. When he won, when he was doing the different things, everybody was just coming out, like, really kind of giving him his props for the different matches, winning Money in the Bank, winning Senior in the Bank. And then even when he actually won the title, they were showing at WrestleMania, like, you could see it in the interviews and like live there. They was like, this wasn't an act. You seen, Dominic, Rhea, and Finn. They all came out like super happy. They were super pumped for him. So it was just, he has like something about him that is really infectious. So I love that. And now watching this unfold with Rhea and Damian Priest, and how that character now transitions back to what wasn't working beforehand, but seeing if this time around he understands, like, I don't have to play a role, I can be more of myself. And I think he's figured that out now. Similar, or maybe not,
I can be me.
Rhea.
People like me, like,
well, or yeah, if I'm just me, and people will still gravitate towards it.
Yeah, I mean, they say so. Like, one of the hardest things to do is to be comfortable in your own skin. And you can see that a lot in wrestlers too. Sometimes when wrestlers are playing a role, if they're not comfortable, it comes off on screen. And we said that about Priest all the time. And we're like, yeah, that ain't him. But the NXT Priest, that was him. Judgment Day Priest, was he playing it up a little bit? Yeah, but it was still him. This Priest now, it's him. Be you. I always say be you at all times. They will adjust.
Be you, or BA would say future endeavors for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you feel like the same can be said successfully for Rhea?
I think you could
that promo
say the
was
same.
Interesting, to say the least. I'll put it that way. Interesting.
Really?
Rhea's a tough one because I think she's been playing a role her entire WWE run, outside of like her first run when she was Charlotte Jr. But like the moment she adopted like the music she likes and her entrance and like being like brutally tough, she's been playing that role, but she's not always that person. to me, the problem with that promo was it felt like it was too wordy. I felt like she was saying a little too much.
Yes.
And like she always thrived by just saying
Smash.
just enough. And I was like, this is too much.
Like,
too many words.
So many words. I was like, why did they got her talking so much? It's like,
Because
here,
of
take
how over
this
she is.
soliloquy. And yeah, but anybody knows that when you're a face, less is more. Like, take that shit to the bank. She used to before she was dating Buddy Murphy. She was with one of the brothers.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
You need to remember when he said say less, he meant it. Like, keep it real. It was a lot of words. It was a lot of things that didn't. It was like
There are very few
stumble
baby
over.
faces in history who can say a lot of words and it still be good. And I mean, there's only one currently on the roster right now, and that's Cody.
I mean, technically two, and I would say, and even he still has the if I can hold yours. But I would say John Cena is probably like one of the best ever.
Oh yeah.
But outside of that, there's not too many people. I think even
I'll say John and Rock are like the only faces that could like say a lot, have long promos, and it still be like you still be eating out the palm of their hand
and not lose the beat,
right?
Not lose the rhythm. And I think that's what happens a lot because I noticed that with KO, with Rhea, and again to a lesser degree KO, and a lesser degree Randy Orton, which we'll get to, but Rhea, it was the most glaring because she's the most new. She's been in her character and kind of have done the flip-flop thing the least. She's had this prolific run as a heel and like, or heel tweener-ish, but now she's kind of flipping back to where she was not so comfortable before. And they're giving her a lot of heavy lifting. And it's like, now you got Dom and Liv just getting to say like funny, quirky one-liners, and it's so much better. And it's like, don't overdo it. Like, have them talk and then her just say, shut up and get in here, or you are never a man anyway, and blah blah. Just quick chops, and then prove it in the ring. Easy. Don't do too much. And I think that's on the WWE to show some restraint for her. Like, it's not her fault.
They gave Rhea a line in that promo too, where she said, "You stabbed me in the back, but I'm sure you heard this before. It wasn't deep enough." Mm-hmm. I looked up and I was like, "Oh, Netflix coming soon."
I felt it. Pause.
Hey, you.
But I was like, it was surrounded by so much.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, they gave her the line to kill the promo, but then surrounded it with so much fucking word salad, and you were like, what is this? Just give me my steak.
Even the back and forth, like, it was like that awkward timing of her trying to jump in when they were talking. I was like, I hate this.
She probably got that feedback, though, going back behind to Gorilla, though. I would
maybe,
hope.
or they was like, yeah, that was good.
Nah. If you heard how critical he was of Damien coming up when they were pushing him.
You got to rewatch that. He's very critical.
I'm pretty sure that Trips, if he had a chance to give them the real, he's giving them the real.
Maybe, but I'll say maybe they don't see it yet, though. That's what I'm saying. It might have came off as decent to other people. I'm just hypersensitive to like promo stuff. To me, like, I'm very in tune with like good and bad promos. So when I hear it and it's like, it might not be her or it might not be it, but something wasn't working there. And that's, again, why we harping on the Rock and Cody promo or some other shit like that. Kind of shifting gears, I really enjoyed, like I said, that Judgment Day fucking new gang, and they talk, she give me nuggies when I want, and she calls me daddy. I was like, he's sick. He's like a 18-year-old boy who just got his second girlfriend.
Oh yeah, like this is his like sex girlfriend basically.
Yeah,
like
she
they doing
does
everything.
sex things to me all the time.
Right.
Sounds like he's making a wise decision to me, guys. Just saying.
If Vicky Valico show me her boobies, and I like them too. Like, thanks.
He getting
Thanks,
yams
Bobby.
and chicken
Right.
nuggies.
Thanks, Dami
Come on.
Boucher. It's great.
Video games.
Yeah.
Facts.
I get it.
That's a way to a teen's heart. BJ's, PS5, and nuggies.
Oh wait, hold on, E-Ray. If you were single right now, and a chick was trying to get at you, walk you some chicken nuggets, PS5s, bust it open. Usually sticking around for a week or so, right?
I don't know.
At least for some more chicken nuggets.
I'm complex. I don't like nuggies like that. That's what I'm saying.
You're
That's
like,
an
get this
18-year-old.
processed shit off me.
I like.
Okay, well,
The way
BA
to my heart-
understands me. BA gets
Okay,
it.
well let's stay here for a second, because the way to my heart, Liv couldn't come correct like that. She had to come much harder. No pause. I would be like, nuggies ain't gonna do it. You can't warm up some nuggies in the air fryer and call me daddy. I'm like, that's old. That's young nigga shit. That don't do it for
She
me.
got you the PS5 too,
She got me a PS5.
and she helped me and BA get new high-paying jobs too.
That ain't got shit to do with me. Did she get me a high paying job? See, I tell you, I'm different.
She helped you get promoted. That's Don beating his dad. She helped you get promoted. She helped you get promoted. She helped me and BA get new high-paying jobs. She bought you chicken nuggets or whatever
So she
your
can kick
favorite
it.
food is whenever you wanted it.
So she can
and
kick
a
it, but I'm not.
and the
I'm not-
yams.
I'm here for it.
And the yams.
That'd be like superb.
And then for your
Visually
sake, let's
superb
pretend
yams.
she's not a white woman.
Oh, sweeten the deal.
I was about to
You
say.
get what I'm saying?
There you go, Dub.
She's doing so much, and like she's asking so little. She's loving him unconditionally.
Dub is sick. He loves it. And she's asking for so little. She doesn't even know her worth. Dub is so erect.
Yeah.
Ah!
She's
You
giving him
sick
unconditional love and not whooping
You're
his ass.
sick.
Dub can just smell a girl with daddy issues from a mile away.
Dub is like, oh.
Ooh.
Who showed up to your 5th birthday party?
Inner child trauma.
Oh, yes.
Let me eat it up.
No, if she cooked me a steak or some type of like clean meal.
She cooked you the best filet you've ever had. You got a call from me and BA like, yo, we both just got new jobs. I don't know who this new chick you got is, E, but
And she
she
looked
put in
like
good word for
Ariana
both
Grace
of us.
Or Jada Parker.
You can't even say that. She
Or
could do this. She
Jada
could do this
Grace.
for us. She got us a social media / video editor person that's gonna do all this stuff for us. for the pod.
BA starting to speak my language now.
Yeah, she
Wait,
gonna do
best
just all
filet
the hard
and-
stuff for the pod.
and taking care of pod stuff. And she looked like one of them.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah.
You got me now. But
ding, ding, ding,
again,
ding, 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 ding.
Unconditional love.
BJ's nuggies and a PS5 will make me entertain you, but you're not. I'm not like, oh, I'm switching ship, not jumping ship for that. BA.
Even if your
Say-
girl beforehand was
say
whooping
question.
your ass and yelling at you all the time.
I
Well,
mean,
that's different. They're in an abusive
yeah,
situation.
they were in a toxic relationship. And toxic can be fun. Back in the day, once upon a time, toxic was real fun. Like, what'd you say? What'd you say? It's
But what
that,
if it's not mutually toxic? It's just one way toxic. She just
I hate you.
berating
No,
you.
that was definitely.
Because
I hate you
Don
too.
was never saying I hate you back. It was just like, but mommy. And then girl come along calling him daddy, giving him chicken nuggets, bought him a PS5,
Empowering him.
helped his niggas out.
Empowering him.
Come on.
So to answer your question, E-Ray, I have to be with my boy Dub here. I'll be giving in. The simple life is what. Even though
Nuggies.
Even though
Nuggies.
I don't. Yeah,
Air
but
fry you some nuggies
that's like parent
and
tax food.
roll your weed. And you're like,
Oh,
come to daddy.
roll my weed.
Hellraiser style.
It's such a task. When you get older
Come to
and you
daddy.
smoke, rolling up is such a task now. Like you just be like, somebody just do this for me. I don't want to roll. But
Roll me and
Not
blow.
only did she roll your weed,
Yes.
she grinded it up with a new grinder she bought you, the top of the line grinder.
The one that's shaped like the TNA 6-sided ring.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's man.
I'm about to smoke this X Division. I feel you. Everybody has a thing. What is it for you, Dub? Because it sounds like you on the Dominic train. You're like, give me the nuggies, the PS5, and the slow blow, and you in there.
I mean, I'm with you on the steak. If a girl can come in and cook me a good ass steak, and the slow blow, yep, you got me. And then she do some shit for the pod,
like a Pokemon,
or help me find a fully remote job so I ain't gotta leave the crib, so she can do her thing, and then I can just like close the door to the office and do work. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy.
Hey, we all have our vices, and like Uncle Ted said, everybody has a price. I think Dom's is just like preteens price, but that's okay. We'll see where it goes, but he's so happy in his new relationship.
That's all.
He's so happy in a new relationship. He's just like he's on a rebound right now, and that's okay. But we'll see how it goes, because I like the new look Judgment Day. No leaders, and that's cool. So
and JD McDonald's still taking L's.
Facts, but I enjoy it because he's doing it for him now, not to win Damien's approval, none of that shit. So it works for me. And Grape Street Finn is so cool.
Yeah,
he fits.
Yeah,
he fitted up.
Yeah, you do.
Just another aside.
They called Finn one day and said, "Yo, purple, you wear it all the time now." He says, "Say less."
Purple. Go look up LA gang culture.
Right.
Go. And he was like,
"No,
say less."
The way he be dressing, he ain't have to look it up. He been entrenched.
Say less.
Finn might actually be affiliated. He ain't even need to look that up.
When you hear a Whack 100 talking about, I called my nigga Fergal. Like, what?
Fergal
Devitt. FD in the streets.
Yeah. Fergal might actually be affiliated. He didn't need no help from wardrobe.
He did.
They told him purple. He came out with a flag the next
in my
day.
Closet?
They told him purple. He came out with a flag the next day.
In the pocket. Nasty work. Speaking of nasty work, Gunther contacted Randall Keith Orton, called him down to the ring to tell a 14-time champion he's a predictable loser. This man's got to be
scorching
stopped.
People, man.
He is unhinged, and I love it.
He be scorching folks.
So,
Randy, I don't know what to say to you, but you're predictable. I can see it all coming. You're just not good. You're bum. I was like, Jesus Christ.
If Randy Orton is a loser, E-Ray, what would Gunther say about you?
He would say, I am a successful black man. He would say, I am strong. I am powerful. I'm a bad mother sucker. Nah, he'd be like, you street urchin. Get the fuck out of here.
That's the exact word I was thinking of. Get out of my brain.
Gunther, get out of here. Oh man, Gunther would throw so many racial epithets at me. It'd be crazy.
He would look at BA and say, your ceiling should be bigger. You failed. Your whole family knows your failure.
He would look at BA and say, you think that's a lot of money? Like, I mean, you did great, I guess, from where you came from, but you're really not that good. Like, he just says some of the most simple shit, but it cuts so deep.
Absolutely.
So good. I love it.
He wouldn't even look at me. He don't look at poor people like me.
He should just they should he should open for stand-up comedian Nick Aldis.
Facts.
Just let him do crowd work. Oh, I see. You grabbed your girlfriend that is of Caucasian descent. Is it because you don't feel strong enough to handle a black woman? Are you weak?
Dr. Umar, what did he say to
Don't
you?
worry, I'll answer for you. Yes, you're weak. You're a loser. Dr. Umar's on the phone. He said don't bother picking up. He knows you're a loser. Have fun in the milk aisle. She looks like 2%.
Right. No need to cry over spilled milk. You just go home. Like, damn. I feel so bad about my life. Just the suicide rate goes up. Just everybody unaliving themselves.
Yeah.
What happened? I just left a Gunther show. That shit got me depressed.
I thought I was doing okay for myself, and then Gunther told me I wasn't.
Gunther. The ring general told me to go fucking play in traffic. So I did.
And then right after Gunther told 14-time world champion Randy Orton he was a loser, Drew McIntyre walks out there and says, yeah, fuck this. I want my title shot. And then Chick Magnet Punk said, hey, on site.
I'm the Chick Mag.
He said, flight problems? Nope. On site. Don't even matter. And then Gunther, distracted at the brawl going on outside of the ring, finds out that Randy is unpredictable, and out of nowhere,
The
RKO is pretty predictable at that point.
Pretty predictable. If you're in the ring with Randy Orton, I predict you're going to get RKO. That's literally my... Randy, you should probably seek some counseling. You've been hearing voices for 14 years.
They counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
Your dad was a loser. Your granddad was a loser. And they didn't hear any voices.
That cowboy Bob Orton, he main evented WrestleMania 1.
Right. He just was going crazy on his lineage. Fucking Gunther, man. Love it. That was fun. But because Randy Orton is mad beefed up and he is proclaiming that he is going to win title reign number 15. Do we see in any way, shape, or form this is possible to happen? I know they're talking it up. It would be... I don't know. How do y'all feel about it? Do you think it's possible? And if so, how would you feel if it did happen? Dub, tell me.
I would love it if it happened. I definitely want to see Randy get to 16 before he's done. He definitely deserves it. Is it going to happen? Absolutely not. I've seen Gunther hit the beat your ass 97 on a lot of people, and no one survives.
But not Randy Orton.
Yeah, no one survives. Gunther's had 3 losses his entire WWE run. Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov, and Sami Zayn. And that's it. He's been a champion, I think 85% of the time he's been in WWE. It's not stopping at their first show in fucking Germany. I'm sorry.
Of all places.
I love you, Randy. One of my all-time favorites, but you're another notch on that man's belt at this point.
Damn.
Yeah.
But if I'm wrong, cool. 15-time
Way to
Orton.
hedge. But if I'm wrong.
Orton versus Punk, Orton versus McIntyre again. Sign me up. Orton versus Seth. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Man, this just reminds me of when the old man was running the show. That happens.
Well, Randy having the title?
Yeah.
Really?
Because it just doesn't feel right.
Randy was Vince's breaking case of emergency guy for a long time.
Absolutely. That's why a lot of those title reigns happen. Just, put it on Randy.
Yeah, that's like, well, hey, Bray, we need you to do the job. Like, damn.
Sorry, Bray.
We know you just won the title 2 months ago.
I don't get it, Bray. You're gonna drop the title on Randy. You're gonna do some weird stuff in the ring, and maggots are gonna appear. You're gonna lose the match,
right?
And then he's gonna lose it to Jinder Mahal a couple of weeks later.
Did you just put a fucking plasma screen on the ground to wrestle on and just like worms? What the fuck?
So I'm supposed to believe Bray Wyatt has possession of some guy in the truck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope. We're gonna just move along.
Like I said.
And then Randy's gonna lose it to Jinder Mahal.
Yep.
Because you can't hinder the gender.
gotta speak, and this will take us kind of cross us right over to our final territory. But Pete Dunne,
Mr. Crossover.
work.
He wants
work.
all the smoke.
Like Drake and Rihanna. He's killing. I'm like, man, I love everything they're doing with this character. He's doing it on 2 shows. Like he's shitting on Sheamus. He's like, call me that stupid ass nickname. He's like, Butch, don't you call me that. Don't you say it again. Then he says it. Butch was a stupid. I was like, oh, he wild. He's just like,
are they just letting everybody take like shots at McMahon when they want to?
yes.
Oh,
And
facts.
They
so
said the old
good.
man will never be back, so don't make it obvious. But if you want to take a shot at him, have a
Go
blast.
for it.
And it's great. He did that, and was like, you know what, Sheamus, I know you trying to beef with Ludwig Kaiser, but take the shillelagh to the brains. And he beat his brains in, and I was like, I love it. But he's not done. But wait,
We're not
there's
done.
more. Crossing over into the lines of our favorite show. Hey, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have finally got to your destination, and it is smooth sailing from here. We are NXT WWE 102.5 Rolling Soul. NXT, Pete Dunne is not done yet. He is not beating up just when he's not shillelaghing the brains out of Sheamus. He said, you know what? I want to beat up Trick Williams. Fuck it.
And after he beat Trick Williams, he decided he's the number 1 contender for Ethan Page's NXT title.
Yeah.
And can we talk
a
about
lot
that
of other
intro to NXT?
You gonna figure it out? I'm gonna figure it out. I was like,
Ethan Page starts off NXT, walking to the ring, his own mic cover, doing an interview of himself, talking
Fire.
cash shit.
with some dope glasses on.
It was great. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Ego NX me.
He's firing on all cylinders right now. He's really figured it out.
Did I tell you guys? I told you.
You called
Really figured it out.
My namesake doing me proud.
it. Doing his thing. This may sound bad from Trick Williams' run, but this seems so much of a bigger deal than when Trick Williams had the title.
Oh, for sure.
It's such a
But
bigger deal.
it's not a
So
knock
glad you
at
guys
Trick.
said it
And
because I was thinking it.
It seems such
but
like
this is why I requested it, because I was like, the things that they're trying to do with Trick is not really working just because he's inexperienced. You get the great hand, the character guy that's there, that can work, and he's such a good heel. Bet we off to the races. And not a knock, because now they're still working, as we alluded to, with Trick rebuilding himself, and he wants another shot at Pete Dunne. And he says, hey, one loss ain't gonna scare me away. And he was talking that shit too. And I was like, all right, Trick, I like this. They're going at an angle like, I can lose. I'm okay, but I'm only gonna get better, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that angle. So everything is working better because your top, the person who's holding your championship is multifaceted. He's diverse in his abilities, and he can really bring out like the hate, and then also kind of allow everything else to bubble around him. It's like he's the for instance, if we use ramen, he's the shrimp or the beef in the ramen, and then everything else is like the egg and the noodles and the broth. Like it's all starting to work together. Or maybe I should say he's the broth and everything else is the fixings. So you got the beef and the noodles, and et cetera, so forth.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm really enjoying what he's brought to the table. It does make NXT feel like, oh, this shit is lit. And now with the movement of things, I can't imagine they take steps back going to the CW.
No.
And it's happening soon. So let's briefly talk about what all happened on NXT. Then I want to get to the movement. So
we got Ego in the ring cutting a promo about how he beat Oro Mensah, and then talking about how it doesn't matter who's next up, and then say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. The most over man in professional wrestling. The most over man probably in the world right now. Just comes out there and says, hey, you don't need to say my name. I'm just about to pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And he
also with his own mic cover.
You're right. He had one too. That's the new thing. We all got to get our own new mic covers.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna put a sticker on this one.
So Joe Hendry cuts a very impassioned promo, and then gets the crowd to get ready to sing his song before he gets super kicked like a motherfucker by Wes Lee, aka BA's only son,
aka Wes Lee.
Only one I claim.
He's got that glow. You feel
he does have that glow.
Yeah, he do.
He does have that glow.
I love it.
So damn good now, man.
The heel energy.
Can we talk about how
this is what I'm thinking?
Promo
Everybody's better heels. Everybody's a better heel.
Oh yeah,
almost. Like almost
it's
everybody.
Just fun being a heel.
Well, let's answer that question. Who isn't a better heel?
Thea Hill.
Okay.
You haven't had the opportunity.
Okay. All right.
Well, she did. She was wearing leather for a minute. I was like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, she did. When she started hanging out with
she had a rebellious
JC
phase.
James.
Yeah, I was like, ew.
Smoking cigarettes in the bathroom and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Thea Hill is not a good heel. Johnny. Was Johnny a good heel?
Gargano?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It took a second, like a small second, but the way was lit. And when he started coming out like the fucking Mandalorian and shit, I was like, oh, this.
I'm not talking about the way. I'm talking about the first time he turned.
Yeah, well, that was a part of it. He started.
No. He went heel for a while, and then they started to incorporate the way in later, closer to like the pandemic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That whole thing was still a part of his heel run. It took a minute, but it eventually got there. I think they were trying to figure it out, and the people didn't want to accept it. It was very much like the Becky Lynch thing. We didn't want to accept it at first, but he just kept working with it and giving us things. I was like, this is working, because he was putting on great matches still. That was key. And then he was being a dick, and I was like, I want to hate this, but then he was doing the things like Keith Lee fighting, all the things. I was really enjoying that.
BA, give me some options. Who's a bad heel?
I mean, I didn't even think about the Thea Hill thing when you said it, because I was sitting there like, well, I guess I could say Big Match John, because he's never really been allowed to be a heel.
Yes, he has.
Well, when he first came out,
his rapper gimmick was all heel at first,
because he was shit on the crowd.
People just loved it.
That he was,
which turned him babyface forever.
Facts.
Hate that.
I don't know, man. I can't
because you look at him talking about.
Because I would argue Big Match John was a better heel in that small amount of time they gave him than his entire babyface run. His babyface run, he was just on top because he was the guy. But as a character, that heel work was phenomenal.
Yeah,
I agree.
Him rapping and making fun of Stephanie's titties,
making sexual innuendo jokes all the time. It was great.
Always a winner. With you putting over her boobies. Get it?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, I really can't think of too many. I mean, if there are some, maybe Rikishi.
Ooh, that's a good
great
one.
Heel.
That was not a good heel run. I did it for The Rock.
not that great. But there's not that many, honestly. So I feel like realistically, I don't know. But Wes Lee feels like he is full heel energy. It feels like that's his aura unlocked. 1 billion points. It's like, man, this is incredible.
We didn't even know that was his aura, but now we're like, oh, that's who you are.
He's just glowing. He's glowing purple energy. You're just sitting there looking like Brawley. I was like, oh man, this is great. He sat there, and even when somebody said something, he just like he was so unimpressed by it all. I was like, this is like sometimes you just get in that flow state. I do it sometimes when I be in, like, my Halloween time is usually when I just get into a flow state and I just become a character. It's like everything they do is just them. It's not even me no more. That's what Wes Lee is. Wes Lee is just evil. And I was like, I love this. And he's not acting evil. It's just like a natural, like, I don't fucking care about any of this. I'm coming for this title now because these losers, like,
about his friends.
Good job, guys. Y'all left me, and go back to TNA and be good wrestlers. And good luck with your future endeavors.
No, he said, go back to TNA, be good wrestlers. I, Wes Lee, WWE superstar, wish you well on all your future endeavors. I was like,
shit.
That's the most heel thing I've ever heard. Because that's how they used to fire people.
And he was like, he should have had a plastic, he should have like, your plastic bag will be waiting for you in a bag. Like, God damn.
I told him don't go scorched earth.
Yeah.
I told him you gotta say
pull
something.
back a little bit, because that was Johnny Ace's move.
Hey, I put that stuff in the book back. You get it in 3 to 5 business days.
Hang on.
You think I'm paying for next day shipping?
Hang on.
Piss on it too.
E-Ray, we went an hour and 35 minutes before BA put himself over. That's got to be a record.
I told him.
It's got to be a record.
I told him to chill out.
Same. I had to tell myself to chill out. Don't put yourself over in the first hour of the show. That's what I told myself today. And mission accomplished.
You put yourself over by about putting yourself over. Did you just inception your own put over?
Maybe.
Maybe. All the championships and everything, all the world of BA just starts to curve in on itself. Whoa. Like,
radical.
What is real? How do you define real BA?
It is the Matrix.
Start hearing music. What's BA? Out of curiosity, if you had to have like your thing that keeps you aware that you're in reality, what would be your charm or your thing that you know, like, oh, I keep this trinket with me to know that this is real life and I'm not in an Inception dream world.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'd have to say it's probably
It's a lighter that won't light. No matter how many times he strikes it won't light.
That's a good one. I like that. I was gonna say like my car keys, maybe. Like if I can't like start my car or something with my car keys, or if
but you're not gonna be able to have your car all the time. You just be like,
oh yeah, but I have to keep my keys on me. Well, not if I'm at home.
Or if you're out doing an Inception adventure.
Right.
BA's on an Inception adventure on the airplane, like, why my car won't start? God damn it. This dealership's gonna hear from me, god damn it.
I think the
Fucking
lighter is the best. Right. Wait till they hear it from me.
Wait till I hit up Mercedes of Solon. You goddamn right. They're gonna get a full earful of my shit. Goddamn.
Right. All them surveys they be sending me.
My APR. I tell you that.
Right. Sons of bitches.
Duh. What would your trinket be?
Oh fuck! I didn't know you were coming to me.
I mean,
gotta be ready.
I have no clue, honestly.
Just be a piece of gravel.
Handful of rocks.
I'm still the streets.
Yeah.
Right.
If I can't reach in my pocket and grab a couple of pieces of rocks, like
still home.
Still
right.
home. Okay.
Rocks in my car. Damn.
What about you, brother E, right?
It It would always be.
Would you give yourself a purple dread in your dreams so you always knew you had one?
Not at all.
You go looking for the purple dread.
Oh, rise.
You better listen to me.
Would not. Probably be like one of these. Like, I'm obsessed with all my random like drink bottles that I have. Usually like my double-walled hydro flask or some imitation hydro flask that I'll dress up in hydro flask things to make people think it's a hydro flask. It's a whole thing. As long as I have one of them with me, and I'm like, wait a second. The ice in here melted. This ain't real. I blow my brains out. Then you look on the side like, oh, it has a dent in it, so it doesn't keep the thing right.
Damn. My bad.
Sorry. But yeah, that would be my thing, because like I keep this, I work out with this all the time. I bring it on flights with me when I don't leave them behind on flights. I put stickers on them. So definitely one of my random like hydro flasks, keep things cold for 12-hour bottles.
Kids, go watch Inception. Is it convoluted and complex? Yes. Is it good?
Awesome?
We're not really sure because it's so convoluted and complex.
Hallucinogens help understand that movie.
Will it? Is it convoluted and complex? Yes. Is it amazing? Yes. Will you probably go in with perfect hearing and come out with your ears bleeding? Yes. Consistently. Like, I definitely seen somebody's head explode. I was like,
you saw their head explode and you reach for your water bottle to make sure this was real?
no ice.
Damn it. That movie is so trippy, man.
Oh, great movie. I'm gonna have to watch that again. That's definitely one of my Christopher Nolan joints that I can run at any point in time. That, The Dark Knight Rises, only because Bane comes down that chain. I was like, oh, he's fucking jacked. Yeah. Love
what would break first, your spirit or your body? Is Obafemi Black Bane?
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you for getting us back on track. It worked.
We've been all over the place this episode.
Yeah, but he showed us because he said, hey Otis.
I whoop ass, motherfucker.
Right. Otis is like, I do the worm. He was like, I eat worms for breakfast over in my country. And then he just murdered. I was like, well.
Obafemi showed up on Monday Night Raw, and the first thing Michael Cole did was put him over. Like, yeah, that's the real deal right there. Nothing else needs to be said.
And he offered an open challenge. He's like, you know what? I'm bored. Whose ass do I need to beat on Tuesday? And Otis was like, well done there, ducky. And then he died. It was great. Thank you, Obafemi. He's amazing. Who do you want to see Obafemi murder next?
Randy Orton on the NXT CW crossover episode.
Oh, wow.
I want Randy Orton to answer an Obafemi challenge. And I want to see Randy Orton put over Obafemi.
That would be amazing.
Let's do it.
You might get that, Dub.
Let's be real. We all know that guy's a future main eventer. And we all know Randy's at the end of his leash. Randy putting over a guy like that doesn't hurt Randy at all, but it makes Obafemi a made man in the mafia immediately.
That's so good. I got nothing. I got nothing else to say to that. I don't even want to touch it.
Could you imagine Randy going for the RKO, Oba catching him, throwing him up, spinning him, and catching him into a powerbomb?
I was thinking he'd go for the RKO and he just catches him by the waist, throws him up, and then puts him into a reverse bear hug and just crushes Randy's spot. And Randy all big.
That's even better.
Just bigger.
Because you protect Randy for not having taken a pinfall, but he just dies in the ring.
Just shreds him in half.
Like
Oba wins. Flawless victory.
Exactly.
I'm with it. I love that.
You can't touch that.
And you left us with right there on the rim. We got one of two places that we can go. Where do you want to go first? I think because we got to bring it full circle. Man, we went from the torches and the pitchforks to the Impractical Jokers / Punk'd show. You got ridged. To don't trust this guy. To is Chase U wrestler rehab? Like,
wow. They
Duke Hudson was dead on arrival.
Yeah, he was on life support for sure when he arrived at Chase U.
JC Jane was on her last leg after Toxic Attraction just devolved.
Riley Osborne was destined to be a Steve.
For sure. And latest, Ridge Holland has turned into like such a wow. That was nice. That was a really good feel-good moment.
They threw the confetti out. They gave Ridge the moment as a conquering hero. And the whole time Ridge was trying to do it for Andre Chase.
The right way.
Yeah, he was doing it the right way, was doing it for Chase U. Yeah, like the redemption of Ridge is complete. Andre
Chase caught a golden ratio and kicked out. And I was like, oh! I popped so hard for that. And then Ridge caught Axiom or Nathan Frazier. I can't even remember. I think it was Axiom. And then when he did the power bomb lung blower combo, I was like, lumbar check combo. I was like, oh shit, this is hype. It was a fantastic match. Confetti explosions. When one wins, we all wins. Chase U back on the map. Ridge, where do we go from here?
That's the tough part.
That's the scary part.
You give him the run. You let him have this run. And kind of still let this character evolve through the tag team title run. I think that's all we can let it do is just let it build.
I love that. It makes sense.
Right.
But I also, on the opposite end, I knew it was over for Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
Yeah, it was time.
Because they not even that. It's just because they were like,
they finally got back on the same page.
We got no distractions. We are so ready to do everything. I was like, damn. It's just like when I was in college and I just would walk into my classes. I never studied for anything. I didn't read any books. I just would take the tests and I'd be like, damn, I got a B-. All right, cool. As soon as I tried to study for some shit, like
fail. C after class.
They write in, did you even study for this?
Yeah, I was like, that's why I was like, I don't study.
Do you even read, bro?
I gotta stay loose. I gotta go in there and freestyle.
Right.
Anytime I try to do anything like with preparation, it's like, no, that's just not your love language. You just gotta go in there. I did mad speeches where I just memorized them, wrote them and memorized them and performed them right like within 2 hours before the class.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Fantastic.
That's why I used to love those classes that would have, you have the exam where you have to go, I don't know if y'all had this at BG, but you have to go buy like the blue exam book with all the lines in it because they about to ask you a bunch of word questions that you can finesse.
Oh yeah.
I used to love those exams.
Before I changed my major, I had a lot of those. That's the social sciences. Yeah, you get arts, College of Arts and Sciences, you get a lot of that shit.
Yeah,
when you came to like kinesiology and VO2 max calculation. No, you were not. It was like, yeah, what's this? Do it. You ain't no finessing that shit. It's like, the answer's the answer. Damn it. But shout out to Ridge. Shout out to Chase U. Back on the map.
Fuck all
excitement there.
Who takes the belts off of them?
No,
Power and Glory 2.0?
No.
The Good Brothers?
Hank and Tank.
Oh, Hank can take that.
No. You know who takes the belt off of them.
The family?
No.
No quarter catch crew?
Doom, 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 doom.
The Hardys?
The Hardys.
Serio. Man.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's called bringing the whole show full circle. That is professional potting. E-Ray, the last professional podcaster. Lucha Brothers. I love it.
Lucha Bros
love it.
taking those titles.
Lucha Bros show up at No Mercy in a tag gauntlet match for the #1 contender. And then you're like, oh shit, these guys are here. And they run roughshod through that entire tag division. Ridge is like, I've never seen anything like it, Mr. Chase. Oh yeah, the accents are back, baby. And he's like, Chase like, it's fine. We're gonna give him an Andre Chase size ass kicking. And then the Lucha Bros have a warm-up match against Duke and Riley Hudson and put them niggas through the ringer. I'm talking about breaking arms. Ray Phoenix jumps off the top of the fucking building and shit. And Duke Hudson walks back there like, you guys are gonna lose. And it just leaves. He's like, yes, no hope. He's like, damn, I've seen the worst. And these guys are the worst.
Like Family Matters, they gotta play the soft music.
Yep.
Just
and then Mr. Chase looks at Ridge and then cut the commercial. And then next week, Lucha Bros, Evil finally wins. With R-Truth on commentary like, oh man, Pinhead looks crazy out there in the ring.
Sin Cara sure look different.
And he looks Vic right in the eyes.
Lucha House
and says, hey, Matt Striker, when'd you get hired back?
Y'all got about 5 inches taller.
And did you know Ultimo Dragon was still wrestling?
Ultimo, my guy. Shout out to Ultimo Dragon.
The original belt collector.
I ain't never seen Psychosis wrestle in person. I'm gonna miss R-Truth. R-Truth is gonna be off TV for eternity. Now they wrote him off to just chill.
Oh,
Shout out to and he's like, Book, can you believe we got a match with Juventud Guerrera and Brock Lesnar?
Crazy.
No, he walk up to Booker T.
Call him Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
Facts.
Stevie Ray, you lost some weight. You looking good.
You looking great.
You still running with the NWOB team, Stevie Ray?
Lastly, before we get out of here,
we got more?
We already kind of just did some predictions, but I need to know, putting y'all on the spot one last time. NXT is heading its way to CW, the home of Felicity and Supernatural.
Felicity.
Please tell me, and the Arrowverse, please tell me what type of, what do we see for the future NXT? I don't think they're going back to anything anytime soon. The women just did they got a gauntlet match or something. I don't know what the hell.
It's the Jada Parker Invitational. Let's be real. That match is set up for Jada Parker to win.
I was like, there's between Jada Parker and the Tiffany variants. I don't know, because there's no way they're gonna let Shing Time win. I was like, wait, did you just make the noise for your sword?
She actually said it.
She said the thing.
I had to watch it back. I thought I dreamt that.
Shing. I was like, bet.
I can't believe she actually said it. Oh,
I'm gonna start saying that shit all the time, every week, y'all. Shing. like was it like magnitude? Pop. Shing. Look,
oh man.
They just stare at you.
Hey, BA, one of these weeks we got to quiz E-Ray on the Tiffy variants to see if he can name them all.
I'm up to that.
I think he's been getting better each week, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm fully.
But they add more Tiffy variants every week.
They do.
Trust me. I watch Level Up.
The one girl, they did. The one girl, I don't know who the fuck that is. She must be a Level Up exclusive. Like you had to pay extra VC points to get her. So I was like, I've never heard of her.
She's not even unlockable on 2K type shit.
Did you, Dub? Who was that?
So let me go back and look at this
first one.
So
it was like, huh? I was like, who?
We got there was
Ren Sinclair. I was like, I'm familiar. I'm hip.
Oh, that was the one I couldn't put my finger on. The other one's Carly Bright.
Yeah. Who?
Huh?
What?
Like what exactly what BA said.
What?
Level up exclusive.
What?
You gotta put the cheat code. R1, R2, L1, L2, left down, right up, left down, right up.
Right.
You get Carly Bright.
A-B-A-C-A-B-B?
You can't buy that with VC.
A-B-A-C-A Carly Bright. All right, you got it. Unlimited lives, because you have zero charisma. I'm sorry. You have zero VC, so you can't even, like, you starting at that D1 school, like I'm in college football, playing on Bowling Green. I get it. I'm trying to make something happen. So go ahead, Carly Bright. Shine bright like a diamond. We believe in you. But with that said, guys, I need to know NXT CW crossover. Besides Randy Orton getting killed by Obafemi, CM Punk is also coming to town on one of their inaugural episodes on the CW. Who else stops by? And don't say Stephen Amell. Because Arrow. Hey, Oba, you failed this city. What do we see happening? Craziest scenario for NXT CW, and we'll get out of here.
Don't we get Black Lightning? Ain't that show on CW or something?
You see it.
I can control lightning.
You think Isla Dawn is back
before.
being Bluetooth compatible, but really it's Black Lightning. And you see the entrance of like Nathan Frazier of like the little comic come in, and you think Nathan Frazier's coming to ring. It's just Black Lightning standing there.
There you go.
It's just Grant Gustin Flash just
and then he gets super kicked by Wes Lee.
Just kick his head off his shoulders.
We get the cast of Smallville because Punk likes superhero stuff. Like, I don't know.
Somebody say.
Oh yeah, that theme song used to go.
Tom Welling looks like a criminal right now. I looked at him like, that's the same guy? Like, holy shit, he looks like he'll fuck somebody up. I was like,
Why don't we get Lex Luthor? He looks the same.
Do we get the Tiffy variants on Lovers and Liars? Huh?
Ooh.
Huh?
There you go.
Get Jada Parker on Lovers and Liars? Like, that get me to try out.
I mean, I'd be both for lover and a liar.
My house and my car.
Maybe we get a Bret Hart visit because Punk's there. Maybe he stops by and says what's up to Punk. Who knows?
I was about to say. It's
like, shows
oh my
up.
God, we got WWE Hall of Famer, WWE legend, Bret Hart.
Him and Shawn Michaels gonna shake hands again. Who knows?
And then John comes out too.
Fuck Goldberg. They just walk away. Lit. Then he goes, and
I just wanted to say,
if you happen to see Sam and Dean Winchester, let them know their dad's okay. He's not in hell anymore. It's like, what, Brett? Jeffrey Dean Morgan's no longer in hell? Okay, I guess.
That's good to know.
Thanks.
Came back as Negan.
Well, ain't that some shit?
That's some long-term booking for you.
Oh, I know what we get. Here we go.
Dean Winchester come back as sucking Soldier Boy from the Boys. It'd be so much crossover. CW's where it's at, baby.
It's not a crossover, but
David Boreanaz.
when Punk is there,
Angel.
when Punk is there, he comes out to the ring to confront Roxanne in this new heel persona. Roxanne gives him a low blow, and we get the return of Cora Jade.
I had a feeling you were going there when you said Roxanne.
That didn't excite me enough.
Oh, you wanted me to say AJ Lee?
I did.
That'd be way better.
Or oh damn, I forgot old girl's name. From the host of Lovers and Liars.
Nikki Glazer?
Yes, Nikki Glazer come out and wrestle a fucking hour-long match versus Roxanne Perez. And just be yelling random quips the whole time. That'd be awesome.
She's like a foot taller than Roxanne.
That's okay. Anywho, guys, I think we have done it. We have exhausted all the possibilities. We have nailed the things that we wanted to talk about. And we have given you one of the most entertaining shows you'll ever listen to. Shout out to all the new listeners. Shout out to all the new areas, territories that we are conquering. We're going to create a belt. And then we're going to just walk over to y'all like, hey, what's up? What you want to do? You want to pot against us? You won't, but we'll kick you in the balls, stunner your ass, and then get you bear hugged by Obafemi into pieces. But besides that, do us a brief favor. Leave us comments, 5-star reviews if you love the content. Be honest. Tell us what we can do better or what we can do worse, because let's be real here. We're fucking great. Other than that, you can find us uploaded on YouTube. I don't know what the shit is. We'll put it in the description. LetMeBookPod.com/shop to get your merch. Shout out to the gentleman at SummerSlam that won the Only Slams t-shirt. Him holding it up. I posted that and people went crazy. Like, oh, I gotta get some. Well, guess what? It's on the fucking site. Go buy it, motherfucker. And then you were like, oh yeah, I want to look like I do fucking nasty things in my basement to myself. Yeah. There you go.
That's the vision.
That's that's the vibes. Other than that, anything else that you guys want to promote before we get out of here? Or do I gotta take it to the final boss?
Let's just get the fuck out of here. It's time to go.
I'm
Well,
out.
y'all heard him.
What can I say except you're welcome?
With that, motherfucker.
He's gonna sue us for that one.
Let's do it.
We are out of here.
Deuces.